Hey guys, got Adventure Al here, and I am in Japan. Let's take a look. Some Japanese thing. What we are doing in Japan is we are gonna have some Japanese food, and if we're gonna talk about Japanese food, we got to talk about ramen. You guys have probably heard of ramen before. I know I used to eat it when I was in college and had no money, but here in Japan, ramen is something very different. It's considered more of a luxury item in the price range of $7 to $12. Kind of expensive, not cheap. And it's a very, very special type of food here. They have about 80,000 ramen shops in Japan. As a point of comparison, I think America has like 16,000 McDonald's. So think about that. There's 5 times more ramen shops here than there are McDonald's in America. So I'm not saying ramen's cooler than McDonald's. I would never say that. Never say that. The plan for today is we're gonna go to a secret ramen shop. When I say secret, I mean it literally doesn't have a name and it doesn't have any sign or anything. You know, it's already hard to find stuff here because you know, I don't really speak the language, and you know, the language kind of looks like, you know, squiggly lines and stuff. But now I'm trying to challenge myself and make it even harder, and you know, just kind of walk around and look like a dumb tourist. So I am using Google Maps, which is a very typical thing to do even in foreign countries. Google Maps is pretty popular these days. Google Maps says it should be in this area, and I am trying to follow the squiggle lines the best I can. I like to just desperately wander around a bit and until I just fall onto it. It's kind of the way I do things. Ooh, what's this? Hey guys, I'm pretty sure this is it. Squiggle lines match my squiggles. So this is a very typical outside for a ramen shop, and you'll see this flag indicates that the shop is open. They use these flags to let people know that it's open. Alright guys, so the next day, me and my girlfriend Travel Tammy went to the secret ramen shop. And you'll see that there's a vending machine over there. It's pretty crazy. Basically, every ramen shop uses vending machines instead of ordering with the waiter. So the vending machine works just like any other vending machine. You put money in it, then you press the button for whichever ramen you want. Kind of just like a Coke machine in America. Then out comes a ticket, and you end up giving that ticket to the waiter. Makes things a little bit less awkward. And here you can see us handing the ticket to the waiter.
Extra large.
Yes.
Noodle size is medium or large size? Medium.
So as you guys can see, people take ramen super seriously in Japan. Each worker in this shop probably works about 11 to 12 hours a day. Think about that, 12 hours of work just to make a bowl of soup. So we finally got our ramen, and I was so excited. When you get a bowl like this in front of you, it's hard not to freak out. And my girlfriend Travel Tammy got a really special kind of ramen called sumen, or dipping ramen. Basically with sumen, you get a plate of spaghetti and you dip it in a really concentrated broth.
You're supposed to slurp it, not chew it.
Well, Travel Tammy, you actually bring up a good point there. In Japan, it's considered rude not to slurp your ramen. Seriously. So I'm going to give you guys a little demonstration on how to slurp like a champ. Gotta give it a good slurp. Alright, now that we got the slurping out of the way, I think I'll show you guys what a standard ramen looks like. Ramen's typically made by boiling pork shoulder for entire days at a time. That's why the broth is so meaty and juicy. They often add bamboo shoots. That's what you're looking at here. It gives it a little bit of a sweety tangness to it. They also add shiitake mushrooms, and these aren't for flavor actually. They're just to add some cool texture to it. They add a sheet of seaweed. That's right, dried seaweed. It gives it some added sweetness to it. Then they toss in a soft-boiled egg. That means that the yolk is still a little bit solid.
And finally, they hand make the noodles in the shop. So you're always going to get the best noodles with ramen. But even better than the ramen is the people working at the ramen shops. They are the nicest people you will ever meet. Every time before someone leaves, every single person in the shop stops what they're doing and says thank you.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our little ramen adventure. I feel like we learned a lot. I know I did. I've learned a lot about ramen. Too much. I love it, but I learned too much. But yeah, next time you're eating ramen, I want you to remember that there are places in the world where it's considered a delicacy. Maybe even a luxury item, which is pretty crazy, right? It's all relative. Anyway, until next time, this is Adventure Al, signing out.